Good morning. It is about 12:30. I got up half an hour ago. It's weird. I'll wake up lightly around 9-ish, 9 or 10 usually, and then my body's like, yeah, funny. And then I'll wake up like at noon. Today, I have to go do those labs. I keep forgetting to go get my blood drawn that I had to do for additional testing like a week or two ago. And I want to go to the park because I want to start my actual first running session as part of the running routine training program that I decided to go and do. And I might cook something, even though we still have a ton of food from the last time I cooked. But I don't want anything to spoil, so I might cook something as well. And it's Friday, which means it's a movie night with a friend, so that's a great way to end the day.
It's 2:30. My hair's a mess. Please ignore. We ended up going to get my blood drawn, which is what you see here. More testing, and the first clinic would not enter their front desk. They didn't even have a bell. We left. We went to another clinic, and then we went to go pay another bill. And now we're back, and I'm finally going to have some lunch. It's about 4 o'clock. We made it out to the park. Right before that, I got a call from one of my friends to ask me to watch her children for a little bit. So I did that, and then we ran out to the park. It's going to be my first day of running, so I'll let you know after the fact. 4:30 now. I am so glad my dad got me this little bag for my bike. It's way better than the fanny pack I usually use. And he also got a new seat because the other one was pretty uncomfortable. Now my refurbished bike is completely new and ready to go. Well, it still needs a bell, but other than that, it's perfect. It's about 6:30. I decided to go ahead and make the gnocchi for dinner. Look at that lovely sauce. So beautiful. 6:55 and dinner is ready. Look at that. So beautiful. Creamy tomato sauce, gnocchi, some zucchini, and a little bit of carrot. And of course, topped with Parmesan cheese. About 7:45, and after having that amazing bowl of gnocchi and the walk at the park and the bike ride also at the park, I was so tired. I just went to the couch and I'm like, yeah, my day's done. I'm just waiting to watch a movie with one of my friends online. But no, I forgot. I have to edit a video, so I'm going to get on that. 10:57. I'm almost done editing this video for tomorrow. Today I did it a little differently. My friend wanted to see what the editing process was like, or how my editing process was like. So I had her on chat while I was going through this whole video, trying to cut it down in length and do the transitions and all of that fun stuff. It was interesting. I really enjoyed it because I laugh at myself on video and my stupid blunders. But having someone else laugh at stuff that to me is mundane or even annoying, it was really funny and it was a different experience. So I don't know if my ego has recovered from that. I'm still very embarrassed at all my little idiosyncrasies that she got to see that are not included in the final edited product. But it was fun. I was doing some meal planning because since next week is Thanksgiving, my food subscription box is going to be here, I believe, on Monday instead of my usual Thursday, which means I had to push my meal planning earlier. What I have is, for this weekend, I'm going to finish up the food that I already have made. Then on Sunday, I'm going to cook my last recipe that I had planned for this week, just on time. Next week, though, everything revolves around Thanksgiving, so my mom wanted to make something to eat one of these days. That would be Monday and Tuesday. Wednesday, I left it free in case we have any more leftovers or someone else wants to cook something. But I doubt it because Thursday, this is the plan. I plan to not make a huge amount of every single thing here, but I do want to have some variety for me and my family. There's 4 of us, so I think we'll be okay finishing this off between leftovers on Friday and then again on Saturday. And then start making something with the leftovers of the turkey the following week. That's what I got. 3:37 a.m. I am so done with this vlog. I worked on it for about 3 hours with my friend, and then I worked on it a couple more hours by myself, just trying to balance the audio. I was trying to take shortcuts, and actually not take shortcuts, just learn what I'm doing. But I guess I didn't, and I messed things up, and then I had to go back and fix them, and I learned some strategies, but not enough to make this a really fast and painless process. Point is, I'm up past the time I wanted to be up. I'd been doing really well of going to bed at 2 a.m., but it's about to be 4 a.m., and I am going to sleep so well tonight. Good morning. I woke up at 2 p.m. today. I was so tired from the physical activity yesterday and then spending those hours editing the video. I still have to subtitle it today, but that's a little less time consuming. Other than that, the only other thing I have to do today is that movie night that we rescheduled because I was editing the video. Hopefully today I'll be able to sleep the hours of a normal person. For breakfast this day, I decided to have some of those pumpkin waffles that I'd made and frozen the week before and top them with a little bit of almond butter and powdered sugar as a slightly healthier approach than just syrup. About 3:30, I just tried to have a conversation with my family about Thanksgiving, if we were going to cook anything in particular. I already had a list of stuff that I wanted to make happen, and I knew that my dad is usually the one who's a little more supportive as far as making the holidays something special. Even he didn't seem to care about anything. He literally said it's just another day, and so what's the point? It is 11:40. Basically the whole day went away just being sad that no one seemed enthusiastic about Thanksgiving in my family. I think what I'm gonna do is, instead of planning this big elaborate meal, which I think is tradition, to make a ton of food that you're never gonna finish all in one day, no matter how many people you have for Thanksgiving, and us being just a family of 4, that doesn't take a lot of food. And then having leftovers for like a week afterwards, and finishing all the food eventually, but taking your time. I feel like that's part of Thanksgiving. There's a certain sort of joy to trying to come up with new turkey recipes with all the leftover turkey, but my family doesn't seem interested. Like they said, it's just another day, so I might just come up with recipes for a sit-down dinner, just a nice home-style dinner, but no frills, no bells and whistles. It's a little disappointing. I love going all out. I love getting my hands on a project and doing everything that I can with it. But not this year, I guess. I spent the day finishing up that video that went up today and subtitling it. Now, I just took a look at my food log, and it seems like a great day. There's 3 meals in the day, although I have to say I'm not hungry right now. It's almost midnight, and I usually don't force myself to eat, especially if I'm not hungry, but at the same time, I am starting to get a little worried that I'm falling into habits that aren't the best, as far as having 2 meals a day and possibly getting back into snacking, as I saw that a little bit in the last couple of days. So I am refocusing, trying to eat more real food, and not just eating real food, but trying to get to that goal of 3 meals a day. I know it's not necessary, and eating is very individual, but I feel like that is a habit that would be helpful for me, since I do enjoy snacking more than eating. Also, I really wanted to eat more of what I made yesterday. I loved it. It was good. What can I say? So it's not a huge effort to force myself to eat right now, although I would not be eating if I didn't feel like I had to, like I was so under budget. The meal I'm about to eat right now says it's supposed to be around 500 to 700 calories per serving, So I am pretty under budget, and that's why I decided to go ahead and have it, even though I'm not actually hungry right now. I would be fine if I didn't eat anything for the rest of the night. It's a little strange, but I think I'll get the hang of it with the whole hunger fluctuations. It's normal, I'm sure. Now, I'm gonna go enjoy this gnocchi. You guys have a good night. 2:20 p.m. This is the recipe I'm supposed to make for today, but I think I might be missing ingredients, and I just don't feel like it. It is about 4:45 in the morning. What can I say? I didn't do anything today. I didn't have the ingredients to cook today. I didn't go on a run today because it's not a run day, and I stayed within my calorie goal. Not much else to show you guys for today. The only other thing I did was play video games and watch Spider-Man with one of my friends online. My bad if you were expecting something more exciting. I am human. Alright, see y'all next week. I just spent the